Hi, I'm Earl White, real estate agent for Las Vegas and Henderson. Today I thought I'd make a video for people that are considering purchasing raw land for the first time. Now, if somebody contacted me and said they're thinking of purchasing raw land, one of the first questions I'd ask is, do you intend to develop this property, or are you buying it strictly for speculation? Speculation being, I don't ever intend to develop it, I'm just going to buy it, hold it, and hope that I can resell it to somebody else later at a profit. Now, regardless of whether you're going to buy for speculation or for development, there are a few very basics, and I'd like to give you the kind of crash course on those now. So let's start off with the most basic. Flood zone. Is my property in a flood zone? So if a property is in a flood zone, once developed, that property will require flood insurance if you're going to obtain a mortgage on it. And this will definitely impact resale value. So on the bottom of the screen, I'm going to put the website that anybody can go to, the FEMA flood zone website, and decide if that property is in a flood zone. Let's talk about washes. Washes are the natural low points that rainwater will follow in a property. Some of the smaller washes can just be dealt with by grading, but here is an example of a large wash that was really going to have to be more than just grading was going to have to be done to take care of this. Sometimes you'll have to use culverts, and the bigger the wash, the bigger the expense in rectifying it during development. Next, let's talk about utilities. What utilities are available in the area? Can you get natural gas? Are your neighbors on septic or sewer line? If you do choose to put in well or septic, then you have to consider that when the county extends services out into your area, once they get within 400 feet of your property, they'll try pretty aggressively to push you off of your septic and well by denying any future permits on the property until you incur the entire expense of converting over to the services brought in by the county. Now, any and all services, utilities, you can usually get estimates by contacting those utility companies directly and finding out what they charge for the meters and bringing the lines to the property. But those are just estimates, and they could change when it comes time. Now let's talk about soil testing. Have there ever been any soil reports on the property? Was it a simple perk test, or did they do a full workup? If they did a full soil report on the property, where was the designated area for the structure? See, they test for stability under where the structure will be, so you kind of need to know. Also, has there ever been any backfill done by the owner? See, backfilling is when a property is uneven and they add soil to balance or level it, and that's supposed to be done by a geotech company so that they can continue to evaluate the stability of the soil where the structure is going. If you had someone make a deal with a pool digger to bring in dirt and just level it, that could be a really big deal. That soil might have to be stripped off so that a geotech company could oversee the backfill properly. One question that comes up pretty often is, Earl, will I be able to subdivide this property? And that really depends. The subdivision you want to do, does it conform to the way the surrounding area is being used? I'll give you an example. If you're in an area where all the homes are on half-acre properties and you want to buy a half-acre and then split it in two, then no, you wouldn't be conforming. Those would be 2 quarter acres in an area where everybody else has half acres. However, if everyone's on half acres and you buy a whole acre, it is very likely you will be able to subdivide into 2 half acres because it will be conforming to the area. If you haven't been scared off by now and you are still thinking that you'd like to purchase raw land, please give me a call. The number's on your screen.